This lab will be divided in three main sections. In the beginning, we will talk about Brownian motion, and I upload some videos for you to watch what is the Brownian motion. You will use a microscope to observe this movement of particles. In the second section, we will see diffusion, and we will use this dialysis tube. I also upload a video so you see what is happening, and as a result, you can also see what happened when there is diffusion across a selective permeable membrane. And to finish this experiment, to test your results, you will use these Benedict reagents, this test that we did last time in the previous lab. And finally, we are going to study osmolarity using a potato, and you're going to have different solution with different amount of sugar, with different concentrations of sugar, to see how osmosis changed the length of a potato. So, as I said before, watch the video about Brownian motion. That is a very interesting phenomenon. In the lab, you just have to put a drop here in a slide, and you will go in the microscope and observe how the Brownian motion take place and describe the movement. So you need to see to label the things, the movement of the particles, but you have to follow it. And remember, watch the videos so you understand much better what it is, this phenomena that is very interesting. Then we will talk about the diffusion across a selective permeable membrane. I will give you this tubing, and you will have to fill it using the pipettes. Yeah, so you will have the, if you remember, the Pasteur pipette that we used last time, and you will fill this tubing. I will show you how to tie a knot in the class, and remember, you will need to put just water on the tubing so you can open it and you can have chemical put all the reagents inside of this. I put on a video so you watch how to open those videos and how to tie the knots. And here you can see a way that they tie the knots. You can also tie it using just the tubing, so in the way that you want, that you think is better, you can do it. And to finish this experiment, we will also do this Benedict experiment that we did last time, and in that way you can see if the liquid inside of the tubing or the liquid outside of the tubing have sugars or not. So if you remember your results, this will be very easy. If you remember, just take into account this is blue, there will be no reducing sugar, and if there is red, you find a large amount of reducing sugars. Finally, we will use these different concentrations of sugar. I will give you the potatoes, and you will have a tube that it will allow you to make holes into the potato, as I show in the video. And then you have to try to measure the size of the potato, that they are relatively the same, so you can put it into the different concentrations of sugar. But if they are the same size, you will be able to compare them in a better way. So as I said before, and maybe you're watching the video, we are going to give you this type of tubings, this type of tubes that allow you to make the hole. They are not exactly going to have this, but it's the same principle, and later you just have to cut with a razor the last sections. So as I said here, use the razor to make it the same size and then put it here inside of the liquids with the sugar. At the end, if we are in person, we will not have to measure the length. We will measure the weight. We'll measure the weight, and I will show you how to do it. However, if we cannot do this experiment in person, you can do it just measuring the length. Something important about this experiment is that you have to wait some time. So I recommend you to start these experiments first, and then you can start observing things in the microscope. So while you set up this experiment, you can wait the 20 minutes to do while the potatoes absorb all the sugar. And at the end, you just have to apply this formula. If we are not in person, you will apply this formula that is final length minus the initial length. If we are in person, we will use just the weight instead of the length, and the formula is in your lab. And to clean up, just remember there are chemicals that can go in the sink, like the starch, the iodine, and the glucose. Again, the Benedict's reaction will go in the waste containers. Remember to the test tubes, scrub them very well, rinse it 5 times, and invert it in the rack. The potatoes, we will have a compost container that you can put things, and please rinse the caps so we can use it the next year. And remember also to rinse the beaker 5 times, remove the marks, and leave it at the bench. Okay, if you have any doubt, just let me know, and have a good day.